First of all, I would like to say that yes, I do use KindMaster. You can see up in the top corner. I do use KindMaster, and the way that my Gacha Club is set up, I'll actually show you how that's set up, so then you can see why half the time and most of the time you can't see that KindMaster logo. So first off right here, you can see how my Gacha Club is set up, and this is just the main screen. When I actually go into the media area, it looks a bit different. So I'm just going to leave this animation running, and maybe the next animation I'm going to pull through. This is how I get those animations, because I'm kind of lazy. Scratch that entire animation thing, because I was too lazy to do that anymore, apparently. Please ignore my previous statement, because I'm too lazy to change the first one, so Anon's the only one who gets it. I wanted to go over this specific video right here. And so, if you can tell, this is the what if the bad guy wasn't the bad guy video. Also, by the way, I'm lazy, that's why this animation is playing. Anyway, Anon inside of the what if the bad guy wasn't the bad guy part, he's often perceived as someone who is evil and murderous and all of that stuff. And only one of those is right. He's a little bit murderous. But that's because of his history. That's because of his past. But Anon is fairly different, but he's actually really kind-hearted and warm, even though he tries to act creepy as much as he possibly can. People who know who an ID is and how an ID acts are probably going to be questioning why he would be put as kind of a bad person. Well, in reality, he was from a kingdom that was actually pretty evil and pretty bad, but he thought he was from a good kingdom and all that stuff. So he's very confused about that, and he has no idea what he's fully doing. And inside of his past, he did act like how he's shown inside of the video. And that's the only explanation I have for it, and also, I had no one else to put there. Allie is often seen as someone who is in trouble and has problems, and Dave is always trying to hurt her, when in reality, they treat each other like siblings now. Even though they did have a rocky start, they treat each other like siblings. And so, Allie's actually completely fine with it. And also, this links into the next one, where people will probably be kind of confused why Dave is the one she loves. Well, it's in a sibling way. So, that was my explanation for it. This person's name is Yandere Alvi. I think that just explains the entire thing for what if Prince Charming poisoned Sleeping Beauty cause she rejected him a moment before part. Yeah, I think that explains it all. This next one is Alvi. Alvi has seen so many universes where it was like a fairy tale and a dream and everything like that. But in reality, nobody could get along and it was a war zone. So that's why she says that maybe fairy tales don't have happy endings and it just is war. So yeah, that's why she fit that part perfectly. Just taking a minute to say that Olvi actually did see this, and this is a hint to a future conflict. Alice is a very intricate character with a very full backstory, and her backstory is not too easy for me to end up saying because a lot of things have been happening, and this is a few tries in. But her backstory is fairly well said inside of the swap, which is a part 1 of a series that I kind of gave up on. If it's on this channel, good, go watch it. It's going to be a little while back, and it's going to have a live, it's in real life. I made it in real life. And what's going to end up happening is, if it isn't on this channel right now, you might find it in a few months or a few years, but whenever I decide to show it. And that will just be whenever I decide to show it, which will probably be whenever the conflict is something that is very relevant to the storyline.